Very good. Unaona na inakaa safi sana. Oh, this is very good water. Kubalika sasa imekuwa very good. Wow. Oh.
Hata na uoga na si mkono.
Hata inasifa yani inataka kunywa.
Kikombe akunywa maji.
Anataka kunywa maji. That's the Nakuru governor, a whole governor going to launch a tap. Na ni governor mwa ameishi America decades. She's educated, but she went all the way to launch a tap. Alafu wanamwambia ati hata nasikia kunywa maji. Do you really think this woman amewahi kunywa maji ya tap in years? Hiyo anaweza huyu ni mtoto nepo baby, mtoto wa politician, so ameishi na ni serela kama ni nini. Alafu saizi anaenda, hiyo ndio brain yake namwambia let's go launch a tap. A whole governor, unapanda gari ya 10, 18 million or whatever millions, unaendesha kwa these people kwenda kulaunch a tap. Hauna shame. Tuendelee tuone vituko za governor from America, Susan Kihika.
Naye gavana wa Nakuru Susan Kihika pamoja na mkurugenzi mkuu wa kampuni ya huduma za maji ya Nakuru James Ng'ang'a wamepigwa faini ya shilingi milioni 2 kwa kosa la kukaidi amri ya mahakama iliyotolewa mwezi Septemba mwaka uliopita. Kihika na Ng'ang'a walitakiwa kusitisha uchafuzi wa ziwa Nakuru kupitia umwagaji wa maji taka ziwani humo katika kesi iliyowasilishwa na shirika la kuhifadhi mazingira Baboon Project.
So this is a whole governor wanamwaga takataka Lake Nakuru. And then forget this is not even a big scandal. This woman alipanda ndege na mguu mbili inakanyaga left right, ikapanda ndege inaenda kugive birth America, kwa sababu wanasema ataki subordinates, like watu wanafanya hospitali wamuone uchi. Are you serious? Are you effing serious, Governor Kihika? Umeishi Texas, you passed the bar exam, one of the hardest exams. After kuishi huko America hizo miaka zote, you're reasoning like a fucking idiot. Badala utengeneze hospitali huko Nakuru, unakuja America to give birth, and then you say you don't want to give birth Kenya kwa sababu manze, what type of mindset is this? Na every time mtu anamchallenge anasema it's because I'm a woman. Mbona mnanionea? I'm a woman. Wacha nitawaonyesha hizo clip zake akilalamika vile yeye ni a woman. Mbona watu wanamuonea? I'm a woman though. So tuone hii clip yenye wanamwaga takataka Lake Nakuru, and then tuendelee na vituko zake.
That the county would get to do the right thing, and the water company, they stop disposing of the sewage and start the restoration process.
Memorial Hospital has remained closed. Alleged goons were seen manning the hospital day and night.
Okay, so hiyo ilikuwa ni story ya takataka wanamwaga Lake Nakuru. The moment she became governor, aliamua matatu zirudi CBD Nakuru. The previous governor, Lee, had said matatu zisikuwe zinaingia CBD and everything. But huyu Kihika alikuja na hiyo akili ya Kihika. I don't know if you guys remember Kihika. Hata KJ alikuwa na make fun of Kihika for how ridiculous he used to be. KJ himself is an idiot. Nili make video ya KJ, yo mnaweza ona at the end of this clip. But Kihika sijui inherit ujinga from her father or what. Amekuwa governor Nakuru, ameamua after nimeishi Amerika hizo miaka zote, akili yangu inaniambia wacha turudishe matatu CBD. Okay, amerudisha matatu CBD. Akili yangu inaniambia wacha nimwage takataka Lake Nakuru. Haya, wanamwaga takataka Lake Nakuru. Akili yake inamwambia wacha tuanze hizo kutuma magoons kama Sakaja, mtu wa Dimples. I also cover the fucking idiot Sakaja in the coming videos, but pia mi nitatuma goons hapo hivyo wa memorial causing the death of some patients. But wacha tuone clip.
Denying access to the management of the hospital despite court orders to allow its operations. The power struggle tragically led to the death of 6 patients.
Just before I go to my second question, can you confirm Ms. Wachira?
In an effort to resolve the dispute, the Senate Health Committee summoned Nakuru County Governor Susan Kihika and the War Memorial Hospital management. Responding to accusations, Governor Kihika justified the takeover as necessary to protect the hospital from land grabbers.
The defendants, being the directors of Nakuru War Memorial Hospital Limited, are facing 23 counts of offences related to the renewal of the lease for Nakuru Municipality Block 11/07 inter alia. Fraudulently procuring of the registration of a document contrary to section 157(1)(c)(1) of the Land Registration Act number 6 of 2012.
Governor Kihika also accused hospital directors of forgery in obtaining lease certificates and vehemently denied deploying any personnel to control the hospital by force.
2 directors, one representing then the provincial commissioner, that was the administrative system then, and the other, I believe they called the provincial health officer.
Okay, so hiyo ni yeye anajitetea, mimi sikutuma magoons. She did not send goons hospitali, and then you know, now this kind of makes sense kwa nini alihepa Nakuru, wako anataka ku give birth Nakuru, because I don't know, yeye ni more pure than Mary, the mother of Jesus, who gave birth to in the same location she used to live. Ulisikia Mary alitoka place alikuwa akaenda kuzaa Jesus another place, but no, this woman believes she's so I don't know. Wacha hata nisiingie hizo nini too much into personal attack, but she's effing up the system ya Nakuru. She's not doing any projects in Nakuru, and then hapa hivi anatuma magoons. Kama uamini, twende next clip.
Ownership of the Nakuru War Memorial Hospital turned chaotic today after goons descended at the facility and ejected hospital staff who had just been reinstalled by the police. The incident caught many hospital staff members unawares as they were chased a few hours after Area Police Commander Samuel Ndanyi was ordered to escort the medics back to the hospital. Earlier, the police boss was reprimanded by the court and warned of facing contempt charges if he failed to effect the court orders. Ken Gashuhi reports on the twists and turns at the War Memorial Hospital.
Nakuru County Police Commander Samuel Ndanyi and his officers left Nakuru War Memorial Hospital after restoring the facility back in the hands of its private management. But minutes later, this group of youth invaded the facility, ejecting doctors and nurses.
Vile tuliingia kwa hospitali, hatukumaliza even 10 minutes, tukakuja tukafurushwa na goons.
Umesikia hata karibu aseme tumekuja tukafurushwa na governor, but amejicorrect akasema na goons because they knew it was the governor. Ametumao magoons, wanasema watanyonga hadi cameraman ako hapo tu kurecord the incident, but wanataka kunyonga hadi cameraman. Tuendelee.
Kufurushwa na goons, the goons took over the hospital.
By this
Okay, the goons took over the hospital. So that's Governor Kihika's leadership. Magoons, kumwaga takataka, kuweka matatu CBD, kulaunch TAP as a whole governor, and then juicy amefurusha wafuasi wa Rigathi Gachagua kama burukenge.
Sasa anauliza bwana yangu nini?
When two bulls fight, it is the grass that suffers. This saying reflects the current situation of Samburu, husband to Nakuru Governor Susan Kihika, who has found himself caught in the middle of a political battle between leaders in government and the opposition.
Gachagua unikome ukuje Nakuru pole pole.
This follows remarks by former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, who claimed that the county's first gentleman Mburu was using his influence and close ties with President Ruto to harass opposition leaders.
Tells the police, I am the business partner of William Ruto. All the meters that are sold to Kenya Power, all the fertilizer, all the rice that is imported duty-free and sugar, I import on behalf of William Ruto. I'm the one who funds his politics and his life. So my word here in Nakuru is final.
Okay, so meskia hapo from the guy himself anasema it is the husband of this governor ndio wana import all the sugar, all the rice, ndio wana nini hizo meters za Kenya Power and everything. So basically they are running Nakuru whichever way they want. Kama umewahi been around Nakuru, you see how the Nakuru iko. Nakuru is a city that does not deserve the hype of a city. Napenda Nakuru sana, but these people, if you look at it, how they are governing Nakuru, Nakuru is not to the city level. If I eat to a city, the way they are governing it. But place yenye this woman lives has security, has lights and everything. Hamwezi randa tu ovyo ovyo. But the rest of Nakuru, there are gangs everywhere. But let's continue tuone vile wafuasi wa Rigathi, who I will also cover. Hapa hakuna kuspare watu hapa hii channel. Hii channel, we are going hard on everyone because we want to make the country a better place. Rigathi, video yake na come soon. Raila, video yake na come soon. I am non-partisan. I just expose terrible leadership. Tuendelee.
Gachagua made these remarks following an incident where his allies, led by his deputy Cleophas Malala, were dispersed by police during rallies in Subuki and Bahati last Sunday.
Msituletee polisi wa kututisha. Mimi nawaomba tafadhali. Hii matisho ya polisi ndio muda kidogo. Kwa sababu hata hiyo nguvu wako nayo ni nyinyi mliwapatia. Na nyinyi askari hata nyinyi mjue. Hii kazi tunafanya hata nyinyi tunawatetea.
Governor Kihika has condemned Gachagua and his allies, saying that her husband has no authority to command the police.
Si ni Mkenya tu. Hajachaguliwa kiti. Gachagua yeye alikuwa administration na anajua na anaelewa hakuna civilian anaweza direct police.
Is this a joke? Hakuna civilian anaweza direct. The guy is not a civilian. Unafanya hata anashindwa kuongea. The guy is not a civilian. The guy is your husband and you are the governor. Wewe na Ruto mko same WhatsApp group. You are together. Unaweza piga tu, ushike simu, upige simu na inaingia direct to William Ruto. And you're pretending like you have no powers. Oh, mini niko tu hapo. I am powerless. My husband is powerless. He's just a businessman. He's just a Kenyan. Mbona mnamwonea? This woman is a joke.
Kwa hivyo yeye ni mtu wa kuchochea, mtu wa propaganda zenye hazina miguu.
Leaders who accompanied Kihika and held CS Aden Duale during the official launch of Digital Health Transformation Initiative and SHA activation in Nakuru, now claiming that Gachagua was targeting those who failed to yield to his demands while he was in power.
Bwana yake huyu Sam amefanya makosa gani? Na wewe ukitaka kupigana na mambo ya siasa, tafuta Susan.
Ulifikiria utaintimidate kina Samuel Mburu na wale wa Kikuyu wenye wanafanya biashara wakuletee kodi. Anasema hapa mtanipigia kura, kweli yako na kura zenyu kwa mfuko.
Ana kura zetu kwa mfuko, but you are a one-term governor. That's almost a guarantee. After your leadership umefanya, umetoroka Nakuru kwenda ku give birth abroad, mnaweka magoons wa memorial, you are dumping trash Lake Nakuru, you are incompetent. That's it. Wewe ni incompetent as they come. Incompetent. And every time umekuwa challenge kidogo, it's because I'm a woman, though. I'm a woman. To the next clip.
Susan Kihika, a question for you from Kennedy Mwaniki. Susan Kihika's campaign was high profile. Where did she get the funds? And she's MC and a speaker of the county assembly. Somebody else mentioned here that it's rumored you've spent as much as 500 million shillings.
Oh my God, I wish. I mean, I don't know, Larry, why I keep getting this question of finances. And again, I've said, I believe the reason it keeps coming up is because I'm a woman. I don't believe that I've spent any more than my male counterparts. But at the same time, I think when the males are able to spend that, then it seems normal, it seems okay. But when a woman is able to come out there and give as good as the men are giving, then there has to be questions to it. So anyway, 500 is ludicrous. There's no such kind of money spent. But at the same time, I have a lot of friends who believe in me, and I was able to get them to come together and fundraise for me to be able to put a formidable campaign so that I'm able to not only do a mediocre average campaign, but to be able to do better than those that I was fighting against, and then come out on top.
So you think?
So it's always, I'm a woman, though. I'm a woman. Mbona mnanionea? It's I'm a woman. If you are asked, umetoa wapi finances, answer the fucking question. Finances zimetoka wapi bila kubring I'm a woman or not. If you are bringing bad leadership, answer why you are doing bad things. Not because I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I'm a woman. Mbona mnanionea?
First of all, what makes you look this young?
Oh, thank you for that question.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe just the genes,
The genes.
The DNA.
You ulishukua kwa mama ama kwa father?
Naona kama ni upande wa baba.
Kwa baba.
Aye, it cannot be the dad. Your dad. si kwa ubaya, but your dad was okay. Tuendele. Wacha ni nyamaze. Tuendele.
Your dad.
Kabisa.
You picked a lot from your dad.
I think so.
Now, second question, dealing with men. How is it working and be in charge of so many men? And you know, kudeal na politicians ni ngumu sana.
It's actually working okay now.
Right.
But it wasn't always okay, and that's the truth.
Right.
Because politics is a very male-dominated field. But as women, we also must find our space. So initially, there were a few issues. Initially, I guess, maybe I seemed a little young or a woman or whatever. So maybe I wasn't as fitting to some people for the position.
Right.
But over time, I think when you work hard, then they come to see that you can lead and they accept you, and I guess things get better.
I'm a woman. I'm a woman. It's always the answer. Whatever you are asked, I'm a woman, bana. Msinione, I'm a woman.
And now you can tell they are also very confident, even in the way they debate. You know, the level of debate is also different now.
Background story, this was the time in alikuwa ni deputy speaker or something speaker hapo Nakuru. So this was beginning of her political career. Alikuwa anafanya interview. And of course, she had to mention, I'm a woman. But tuone clip.
When she first entered the political scene, Susan Kihika was to political pundits a chip of the old block, the daughter of former veteran politician, the late Kihika Kimani.
A lot of people probably thought, I mean, what is she doing? Like, we know the name, so she's only riding on the name, basically. You know, that was the sentiment. You know, they probably thought I had nothing to offer but the name. But I always knew in my heart that I had a lot to offer. It's just given the opportunity, then I would be able to show that. And I think over time, where at the beginning my story always began and ended with the daughter of so-and-so, now I think I'm sort of getting to the point where it's me versus the name.
You versus the name. You have the opportunity, you are said, be given the opportunity to prove, utuonyeshe unaweza fanya nini, but now you are the governor of Nakuru. Hospitali ziko down mpaka unahepa kwenda give birth America with no shame. Hauna shame. Nauliza hauna shame, cause you can easily fix hospitali za Nakuru so that you don't have to go abroad. What about watu wenye hawezi afford kwenda abroad? Wanafanya nini sasa? Wakae tu hapo Nakuru wakufe? That's your logic. Hiyo ndio akili yako yenye imepass the bar exam. Akili yako yenye imeishi America decades inakwambia wacha tuache hospitali zikuwe run down, alafu sisi tukimbie America when we need help. Use your brain, please. Tafadhali tumia akili. Najua ni ngumu saa zingine kutumia akili, but tumia akili yako as an adult. Sawa, tuendelee.
Her political story began with her decision to abandon her lucrative law career in the United States and return home to throw her heart in the political ring. She lost the Bahati parliamentary election in the March 2013 elections.
I put everything into this political dream that I had, and then you wake up one day and it's over and it didn't work. And you're sitting there thinking, do I go back? Do I stay and try something else? But I had no desire to do anything else but politics. I wasn't interested in practicing law here. All I wanted to do was politics. But then you wake up and the children are saying, why did you move us here? Why did you do this? And for a minute, you almost think you made the worst mistake of your life.
You made the worst mistake of our lives run for leadership, because hapo hivyo watu ndio wanaumia over your poor leadership. One-term governor. But wacha tusikie hiyo story yako, feel good story ya kusanitize all the incompetence you have.
You know, and it's sort of like you gambled everything and you lost, you know. But at the end of the day and deep down, I never felt like I was going to give up.
So end of business?
Her resolve paid off. Susan Kihika floored 12 men to become Speaker of Nakuru County Assembly. Her entry as the Speaker would be her next challenge.
Initially, the biggest challenges were the lack of systems in place. You know, no offices, basically, so to speak, in the sense of no staff. So we are beginning a system where we are all new. But I guess also the saving grace is, so is everybody else in every county, you know. There's no one to measure us against, you know, or with. And so that was helpful. But, so we are beginning, so to speak, from zero. So we come in, we also don't, in honesty and in all truth, we also don't know what we are doing. You know, we're just coming in, we are like, okay, you are the Speaker now, here is the house, go to work. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do, you know?
But find her footing she did, even when to begin with, all she had to work with was a blank slate.
I would go out on a limb here and say Nakuru is one of those county assemblies that has been able to make a significant positive change in their roles. It's one of those counties that is at the forefront in the number of bills that they have been able to come up with. And they currently have about 14 in different stages. You know, some are just now going through public participation, some are being debated, as well as about, I believe, the last I checked, there were about 74 motions that they had passed.
And there is no stopping Susan Kihika.
It's clearly obvious. It's a very male-dominated field. But I try to come in without a predisposition that it's going to be harder for me because I'm a woman. So I come in telling myself that I have to work harder because I'm a woman. You know, it's unfortunate, but I think it's the way it is. And as a woman also, you are judged a little more harshly. You know, if you're tough or if say you're consistent and you take a position, then as a woman, it's probably frowned on a little bit. But when it's a man who is that way, that's acceptable. You know, he's firm. But when it's a woman, words are thrown around, you know. But
as a woman, niliwaambiaje, it's always, whatever happens to her is always the default settings ni I'm a woman though. Mbona mnanionea I'm a woman. But si yeye peke yake. Tuone hao washenzi wenye walikuja kumtetea time yenye alihepa kwenda America ku give birth. Instead of looking at it and saying this is not leadership, we are saying watu wanamuonea because she's a woman. Next clip.
The journey to motherhood is one of the most that brings immense joy.
but can also come with unforeseen medical issues regarding time for recovery and healing. Many women have gone through this, and Governor Kihika is no different. It is important to acknowledge that our extended absence is due to circumstances beyond her control.
Beyond her control? Are you a fucking idiot? She has control of Nakuru. She can control the hospital funding. She can control those things yenye wanaweza fix the medical system ya Nakuru so that she does not have to go abroad. They just act stupid. Wanajifanya wajinga hapa, waelewi kwa nini watu walikasirika. Watu wakukasirika because she went on leave to give birth. It is normal. It is something that is a right for women, and it is a blessing to give birth. But the issue was she ran away from giving birth in a county she's in charge of to go to another country to give birth instead of fixing the system. Tumieni akili tafadhali. Tafadhali.
We have labor laws that govern what should happen when a woman requires to go on maternity. There are legal stipulations. What should happen if a person is sick but is in office and requires permission to go and be treated? All those are already set. And so I expected...
Oh, Jesus Christ, this idiot. Ume realize all those women who have spoken, including this last idiot mwenye ako hapa kwa screen, are all nominated. Nominated senators. Wote ni nominated. So, akili empty. Who this 6 foot or 7 foot tall woman, Karen Nyamu. Kwanza, I'm gonna cover this idiot bitch soon. Tuone ujinga yake vile iko. But our nominated senators, this is what they do. Wanakuja kusupport hapa what is incompetence. But tumalize hii video.
Just like we celebrate other mothers, that will be very excited for her and very happy for her when she gets a child.
The people asking for the deportation of Governor Susan Kihika, they are writing letters to the US asking for her deportation. In the US, they are good in data collection. They know very well she has given birth.
Were it a man who is unwell, there's so many men who are in leadership who have not been in the constituencies for 1 year, for 2 years, but you never hear anything about it. But because it is Susan Kihika, there is a lot of noise around it.
Idiot, wacha hata tumalizie video hapo. If nimeisha nguvu, I'm done. So if you like this video, just like, subscribe. Ini channel mpya, we want to grow it. So like, subscribe. Tuonane next time.